Joseph's Villa podcast. I'm Bella, and let's meet my friends again. This is Kelly.
Hello.
This is G, Quadon,
Hey.
and Tyler. So today we're going to talk about if you could meet any influential African American person, alive or deceased, who would it be, why, and what would you do?
That's good. Yeah. So I am a big fan of agitators throughout history. People who like to just disrupt the flow of what's going on and make sure that it works towards the better.
Yeah.
So for me, yeah.
It didn't matter to know you was like,
So Eartha Kitt was a big one for me.
Yeah.
She was one of those people who just was like, I know who I am.
Very
I
much
know
so.
what I'm standing on.
Right.
And I'm not going to allow people to kind of like disrespect me or my talents or my gifts and
love
yours.
it.
I'm not
This
going to
lady was
settle for
like,
less
girl.
Yes.
at all.
Yes.
And being in such a public space where it can and did get taken away from her, she maintained the fact that, hey, if you don't like me here, I'm going to go over here.
Yep, they
I'm going to
did.
keep doing what I'm doing because I know that I'm paving the way for somebody else. So I've always been just appreciative of what she did, but also kind of putting that in my own mindset, like, what can I do to leave something better for whoever's coming after me in whatever role or capacity that I
I
operate
love
in.
it. Yes.
So I'm a big fan of agitators, and she was a big one. She was super eloquent.
Yes. Yeah.
Always knew exactly what she wanted, and she went for it, and she didn't settle for less.
Wow.
Go right
Yeah.
Okay. So that was your why and like why you picked her and stuff. But what would y'all actually do? Like, what we doing?
We would chop it up.
You just
I want to take her out to
Okay.
eat. I want her
Okay.
to give me all the wisdom. I want to figure out how she got to what she was. You know, what were your inspirations? You know, because she's so full of confidence, so full of wisdom. Yeah, I want. Yeah.
I also think you can't ignore
Two-time.
her not overtly sex appeal, but like the way that she used her sex appeal to
Yeah.
bring about what she was doing, and not necessarily in a negative way.
Right.
Yeah.
But she also used it to make her the person that she was.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely great. Okay.
Yeah, mine is a true leader who was a pillar in planting the seeds of freedom. Harriet Tubman.
Oh, yes.
Harriet Tubman. I mean, she, in my opinion, was such a true leader. Her spirit of resilience, just being able to push forward and go back to get people to bring them to
That's right.
what some would call the promised land or the land of
Yes.
the free. So when you think about her for a second, think about who a lot of us are now today, right?
Yeah.
How many of us raise the bar and really reach back out and pull others to a different platform in life?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How many of us really think about others, push them towards getting to the next steps or next level in life? So she is someone that I truly, truly look up to, and I am truly inspired by her story.
Okay.
Yeah, I love
So
it.
what would you and Miss Harry do?
First, if I ever met her, I would be like, Harriet! Like, I would be a groupie, okay? A straight up groupie. But I would want to pick her brain more so. Like, for her to just to pour into me, to teach me some things that I may not know. You know, I will pretty much just pick her brain. Like, teach me. What else can you share with me? What else can you help me with? She would be like yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mentor type.
Yes.
Yes.
Like, let me absorb all I can from you.
Yeah.
And these however many moments that I have.
I
So
love it.
Y'all too.
All right, yeah, I'll go. I already stated someone that I would love to have had like lunch with in last week's episode. So I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna go. I think Belle Hooks, just in terms of like she's a philosopher, sociologist. Read a lot of her books. She's amazing, especially in the African American space. Her latest series about love was great. Yeah, she's just really like influential and smart and eloquent person in education, and so I would love to. Yeah, I think probably just have like a nice lunch or I don't know, go out on the town. And, yeah. Similarly, just kind of pick her brain and see like how she came to her realizations and see what I can continue living through my life. So
I love it. And so I would like to pick up on Tyler's person, Rosa Parks. And Rosa Parks, as I mentioned, my mother is like my everything, right? Rosa Parks reminds me of mommy with her quietness. However, she's like no nonsense.
Yes.
And so Rosa Parks to me is I say what I said and I meant what I said. No, I'm not going to get up. No, I'm not going to the bed.
That's right.
Find yourself a scene, get somebody else to do it. That type of,
Yeah.
that's my mother.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I was just so, it's definitely Rosa Parks. And I just like to sit down and just listen to her stories. I'd like to just have breakfast, lunch, and dinner with her. And it's probably, going to be too much for her. But not for me, because I would love to hear the stories, because she's like a quiet storm.
Yeah.
And so Rosa Parks. Definitely Rosa for me.
Okay. I actually have a answer to the question for once.
Yes.
So, like, I have my own. Okay. So many may know, may not know. I'm a dancer by trade. So me, I'm going for my favorite. I need to meet Mr. Alvin Ailey, honey.
Yes.
I need to meet Mr. Alvin Ailey, honey. I need to know all of the background about how you did Revelations.
Hello.
That right there.
Masterpiece.
Please let's just talk right here for this segment box right here. If you haven't seen or looked at anything from Revelations, it's a dance play, basically a whole story that he tells and different things. Go watch it. Okay.
Watch it.
Great. But yeah, so I would definitely meet Alvin Ailey. I really would want to just go back to like when you're creating, like literally in the studio, like what made you pick this move? Why did you pick that for that sound? I think as a dancer, sometimes you go through so many different channels in your brain or different emotions and stuff, and how you are picking movement and things. And people don't necessarily get to focus on the why of what you're doing. They just see that it's pretty and cute. They don't understand the mission behind what you're doing. They don't understand that Revelations was to showcase that African Americans didn't get all of the same opportunities, and things with ballet and modern dance and things like that. So he made his own way through the dance scene. So yeah, definitely an Alvin Ailey person, honey.
Yeah.
Love that.
If I can add a fun fact
Yeah.
to your Alvin Ailey experience and your yearning to meet Alvin Ailey, I actually danced with Alvin Ailey.
Yeah.
So that is a fun fact that a lot of people don't know. A lot of people do know, but often people don't know. So yes, she knows. However, I'm from New Jersey.
Yeah.
And I was in a performing arts high school for music. Dance was always, that was my thing. And dance was not a major when I first went there. It became a major the next year. So I wanted to change my major.
Yeah.
But I was already dancing with Alvin Ailey. So mommy said no. You're not going to take, because you know the quiet storm. She said, no, you're not going to change your major. You're going to stay with music, and then you can still dance with Alvin Ailey. Well, Alvin Ailey had a repertoire that went to Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, in the vicinity. And because of my age, because as I mentioned, I was in high school, I did not have the ability to travel with the bigger repertoire that went all over the states.
Yeah.
So I traveled within Connecticut, New York, and New Jersey. So as a very young person, I danced with the Alvin Ailey.
That's how you are. Like,
And so,
Yeah. I was going to say you are Black History, Kelly.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's so good. Okay. We've unpacked so much here today.
Yes.
We have one more episode for you guys. So make sure that you click this link and we'll be back.